So today we are very fortunate that we are having His Grace Kamal Lochan Prabhuji to enlighten us on Srimad Bhagavatam. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for giving your valuable association and time to all of us. Now you can take over the call, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishchiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 6, verse number 8. Saha, he, Brahma, Ittam, thus, Adishya, after instructing, Suran, the demigods, Ajaha, Lord Brahma, two, then, Taihi, those, Tamanvitaha, followed, Pitrubhihi, by the Pitas, Sa Prajesaihi, along with the lords of the living entities, Yayo, went, Swa Din Syat, from his own place, Nilayam, the abode, Purat Vishaha, of Lord Shiva, Kailasam, Kailasha, Adri Pravaram, the best among the mountains, Priyam, dear, Prabhu, of the Lord Shiva. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. After thus instructing all the demigods, the Pitas, and the lords of the living entities, Lord Brahma took them with him and left for the abode of Lord Shiva, known as Kailashil. Purport. The abode of Lord Shiva, which is known as Kailash, is described in 14 verses which follows. Omagyan Vyandasya Gyan Janashalakaya Chakshuron Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagnaragunathanmitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganalita Shri Vishakanitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kant Radha Kant Namostate Sartakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhana Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Paditanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Now we are reading the fourth canto, chapter 6, text number 8, where Lord Brahma is taking all the demigods to Lord Shiva, and he took all of them to Kailash. Samadesha Suramajastutay समन्वितैः पितृभिः सप्रजेश्वरैः यो स्वदिश्यान्निलयं पुरद्विषा कैलाशमाद्रे प्रवरं प्रियं प्रभो. So now the situation is that Lord Shiva's soldiers, they have destroyed the entire yajna. The destruction was so horrible that all the demigods and all those people, rishis, and all those who were affected in the Daksha Yajna, they all went to Brahma. Oh Lord Brahma, please do something. And Maitreya starts speaking that how all the devas being defeated by Lord Shiva, they all went to Lord Brahma. Because Brahma and Lord Vishnu, they did not take part in the sacrifice. And these two, they are Trikalagnyas. They knew very well what's going to happen there. That is why Lord Brahma, he did not go there. It is the greatness of Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu that they knew that wherever there is going to be insulted, Vaishya is insulted, they will not go there. And especially Vishnu will not go there wherever his devotees are insulted. And Brahma also, he knew very well that the Daksha was promoted by Brahma himself. Though Brahma promoted Daksha, he knew very well in the sacrifice Lord Shiva will be insulted. So he thought, I will not go there. Generally, whenever there is a sacrifice organized by Daksha, Brahma would go there. Because Daksha is the chief Prajapati. And of course, the ultimate Prajapati is Krishna. And the subordinate Prajapati to Krishna is Brahma. Brahma is the topmost Prajapati. And of course, there is a post called Prajapati, which is occupied by Daksha here. So, Brahma did not go there. So, all of them went to Brahma, saying that, oh Lord, what's happening? Just see. Then Lord Brahma started speaking. In the fourth verse, there is a description that how Tadakaranya Vibhupraha, after hearing to the demigods, Vibhupraha, Brahma started speaking. What did he say? He said that Kshemaya Tatra Sa Bhuyan Na Prayena Bhushatam. Prayena Bhushatam. He said, it is better that you don't live. It is better to commit suicide than to offend a Vaishnava. Offending a Vaishnava is a great soul like Shiva. He is actually so horrible that it is better to commit suicide. Those who want to live, Bhuvusha, Bhuvusharam, means those who have desire to live, they should not commit offences. So, offences to a Vaishnava is not just an ordinary thing. It is worse than actually, it is the most horrible thing. Life is not called life if you are committing offences to Vaishnava. It is better to commit suicide and die rather than to commit an offence to a Vaishnava, especially exalted personality like Lord Shiva. So, he goes on saying that, and how? They say, oh, how is it that we have done any offense? We have not scolded him, we have not done anything, we have not done anything harm to him. It is not that doing harm to a Vaishnava, then only it is an offense. Many a time some people say that, oh, I have not done any offense. I did not say anything ill about the person. I did not beat him. I did not scold him. I did not steal his money. No. Not following the proper etiquette of respect. Even that is also an offense. Actually, that is the beginning of all the offences. When we don't deal with people properly, when we don't know how to deal with people properly, and that is where offences start. Offences is not that just because I have not done any harm to a person, that doesn't mean we have not done any offense. No. Not dealing with a person appropriately, that is also offense. What to speak of? Not at all dealing with that person, that is also a big offense. So, nobody can avoid offense just because I don't deal with that person. Especially great personalities, we have something to do with them. Now we should deal with them appropriately. So what is the secret of avoiding offenses is to learn how to deal with different categories of devotees. Especially a devotee like Lord Shiva here. He is so exalted that no auspiciousness can happen in this world without him. That is why his name is Shiva. Why his name is Lord Shiva? Shiva means auspiciousness. Auspiciousness, he is a personification of auspiciousness. And how can there be any auspiciousness in anybody's life without Lord Shiva? Without Lord Shiva, no auspicious thing can happen, and they are doing a big yajna invoking auspiciousness. So this is the greatest offense, to think that there is something auspicious other than Lord Shiva. So that is why here Brahma says, we excluded him. Brahishto bhagavajam paradhu. And not only that, you are not given a share of sacrifice. So that is why there is only one way. Anyhow, he is already angry. But at the same time, Lord Shiva is so merciful, he will forgive you. That is why immediately you go there. And also, he taught them how to beg forgiveness. Especially, Lord Shiva is very much disturbed because he lost his wife. And more than that, Prajapati, Daksha, he insulted him with very sharp words. And he is already very much aggravated. So this is the time, he said, all of us should go. Especially he said, all, including me, Indra, everyone should go. And then surrender to him. Because Lord Shiva is very kind in nature. And he is totally independent. He is Vibhu, Pramananam, Bala, Virjayova. And he is so exalted in his Bala, his strength, in his Virya. And Yasyatma Tantrasya Ka Upayam Iditset. Now if you go there, he will give you the means of how to get rid of all these offenses. In this way, Brahma told them. And in this verse, it is described, Saitam Adishya Sunan Ajastutaihi. By speaking like this, Suramadishya, infecting all these demigods, Lord Brahma, he took all the demigods. Who were there? They were the Pitas, the Devatas, and the Prajapatis, and many of them, along with Lord Brahma, they all went to the abode of Lord Shiva. That is why it says, Kailasha Madri Pravaram Priyam Prabhu. Adri, Kailasha Madri Pravaram. What is Kailasha? It is Adri Pravaram. It is the greatest of all the mountains, the best of all the mountains. It is very dear to Lord Shiva, Kailash. So they all went to the abode of Lord Shiva, which is Kailash. Now, Srila Prabhupada in the purport just gives one line, saying that in the next 14 verses, Kailasha is described. Now, let us talk about something about Lord Shiva's magnanimity and also something about Kailash. Now, when we hear the word Lord Shiva, we know that he stays in Kailash. But there are some other forms of Lord Shiva who don't stay in Kailash. When you hear Lord Shiva, we should know he is existing at 4 levels. One is at the level of Mahavishnu. At the level of Mahavishnu, Lord Shiva is known as Sadashiva. He is actually a Vishnu Tattva. He says in Vaikuntha Loka. So sometimes people think Sadashiva is in Kailash. No, Sadashiva is not in Kailash. Sadashiva is in Vaikuntha Loka. He has got a Vaikuntha planet, separate planet. And he is one of the forms of Vishnu. He is not just the Shiva of the material world. Now, when the creation happens, what happens is, And Krishna desires that there should be creation. He expands into Balaram, Balaram expands into Sankarshana, Sankarshana Vasudeva, and from the Sankarshana, Ditiya Sankarshana comes. In this way, the last Chaturyu Sankarshana, from him there is a expansion called Mahasankarshan. And this Mahasankarshan incarnates as Mahavishnu. And what does Mahavishnu do? That is that he, from his eyes, he glances over material nature. When Mahavishnu glances over material nature, two rays from two eyes of Mahavishnu, they emanate. So these two rays are none other than the Kala Shakti and the Jiva Shakti. All the living entities, the Shakti, the living is also a Shakti. They are known as Tatastha Shakti. They form one of the rays emanating from one of the eyes of Vishnu, Mahavishnu. And from another eye, there is another ray emanating from his eye, that is called the Kala Shakti. So this Jiva Shakti and Kala Shakti, they combine together along with the material nature, and they take a form called Shambhu. And just imagine, the Shambhu is not Lord Shiva. Shambhu is actually one step higher to Lord Shiva. So the Shambhu is Shambhutam Samupeti Karyat Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. Samupeti Karyat. For the purpose of creation, maintenance and destruction to be done directly. Krishna does creation, maintenance and destruction without touching the material nature. But he does it through Lord Shiva. When you say Lord Shiva, it means Shambhu actually. So creation, maintenance and destruction of this world at the level of Mahavishnu happens through Lord Shiva or Lord Shambhu. Shambhutartha Samupeti Karyat. So Shambhu and Durga, they are there at the level of Mahavishnu. Now the Brahmandas are not yet created. Brahmandas are yet to be created now. It is just at the primordial state where there is only just Mahavishnu and some 8 devatas who are actually created, who are for the entire, all Brahmandas, not just one Brahmanda. Now after Brahmandas are created, as much as into every Brahmanda, Mahavishnu enters as Garbhodaksha Vishnu. In the same way, Shambhu enters into every Brahmanda as Garbhodaksha Vishnu. As much as Karanodaksha Vishnu or Mahavishnu enters into each and every Brahmanda as Garbhodaksha Vishnu, Shambhu enters into each and every Brahmanda as Lord Shiva. So, in every Brahmanda there is one Kailash. So, this Kailash is the residence place of Lord Shiva. Of course, that is his house. But he travels. Many times he described how Kailash, though it becomes the residence place of Lord Shiva, this Kailash is situated in a very unique place. It is near Brahmaloka, but it has got its manifestation near Himalayas also. So it is a very interesting place in the Vedic cosmology, Kailash. Like sometimes people say, oh, let's go to Kailash Mansarovar. They want to go to Kailash Mansarovar. But what we go and see as Kailash is only a 3-dimensional projection of the original Kailash which is there in the Brahmaloka. Many a time we say that Ravana went and lifted Kailash. Do you think Ravana can even do that? What Kailash Ravana lifted is only a 3-dimensional projection of the original Kailash. In Kailash, the sand is not sand, it is gold. Like you have the descriptions of Kailash coming in the next 14 verses. I am not going to go through all these descriptions of Kailash because it's going to happen in the days to come. But the point is, we should know when it is mentioned Kailash, Kailasham Advipavaram It is the greatest of all mountains. It is because Lord Shiva stays there. And constantly he is chanting the name of the Lord. And there is a description of how Kailash is, Kailash in the Vedic literatures. It is said that Lord Shiva chanting Omkara chanting is constantly heard through that mountain. It is not that as soon as you go to Kailash, people will be able to see Lord Shiva there. No. First you'll be hearing this constant meditation which is going on Mahavishnu or onto the Supreme Lord Ram. Constantly is meditating by chanting Omkara. So this is how Lord Shiva's third manifestation happens. First is, Shiva, who is there in the spiritual world, Vishnu Tattva. And next is Shambhu, who is there at the level of Mahavishnu, and he, through Shambhu, Lord Krishna or Mahavishnu, he does creation, maintenance and destruction. And then into every Brahmanda, every universe, Shambhu enters as Lord Shiva. And now coming to the fourth level of the manifestation of Lord Shiva is Rudras. There are 11 Rudras. And who are these 11 Rudras? They are exclusively manifest during the time of annihilation. They are there existing, but they come into action at the time of annihilation. So Lord Shiva expands into 11 Rudras, and then he does this annihilation. So whenever you hear the Lord Shiva, or word Lord Shiva, you should know that Mahavishnu, Sadashiva, and then Shambhu, then Shiva, and then you have the Rudras. So this is the way to understand his position. It is not that Sadashiva stays in Kailash. It is not that Shambhu stays in Kailash. It is not that the Rudras stay in Kailash. Now let us go to Kailash. Of course, there is a description here. Now, what's happening in Kailash? What is he doing? What Lord Shiva is doing? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he talks about what Lord Shiva is doing in Kailash. He is constantly chanting the names of Krishna. Sri Rama Govinda Hare Murare. So he is chanting these names. Ghana Pravinaya Mrudaya Tubhyam. There are beautiful 8 verses written by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifying Lord Shiva. It is known as Shivashtakam. Shivashtakam by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there, Lord Shiva is being glorified by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as one who is constantly singing the glories of Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Gana Pravinaya Mudaya Tubhyam. He is very expert. Lord Shiva is very expert in singing. Gana Pravinaya. Pravina means expert. If you go to Badri, on the way to Badri, there is one place called Rudraprayag. In Rudraprayag is a place where Narada, he did great tapasya to please Lord Shiva. And Shiva, being pleased with Narada, he came and gave him the veena. And through that veena, Narada is singing constantly the glories of Lord Krishna. So the Shivashtakam is a very interesting Ashtakam, where Lord Shiva is being glorified as one who is very expert, constantly glorifying the Lord. And also, in Shivashtakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that all the great sages, like Narada, Sri Naradadhyai Satato Sugopya Jijñāti Tasya Suvara Pradaya Tebhyo Hare Bhakti Sukha Pradaya Shivaya Sarva Gurave Namaha. I'm chanting these verses just because what is happening in Kailash should know. What's happening in Kailash? In Kailash, Narada goes there, and Sri Naradadhya Tatas Sugopya. Adhya means not only just Narada, Vyasa, all great personalities, all the rishis, they go to Kailash. Always, Tatataha Sugopya, with great confidentiality, Jigyasitavya, they inquire. They inquire from Lord Shiva all the secrets of the Vedic mantras, all the secrets of devotional service, all the secrets of Bhagavad Vidhi, of hearing and chanting the glory of the Lord, all the secrets regarding the Pancharatri Vidya, how to worship Krishna. Now, it is that place where first time Lord Shiva spoke to Narada about Pancharatra. Pancharatra, Narada Pancharatra we know very well. The methodology of worship, what we use in ISKCON, is Narada Pancharatra. And though it is Narada Pancharatra, the original speaker is Lord Shiva there. Jigyasitasya varapradaya. So there, he is satisfying all the desires of the rishis. They are going to ask him questions. Very technical questions he asks regarding Vedanta, regarding Vedas. And now, by speaking about these scriptures, Tebhyo Harer Bhakti Sukha Pradaya. Lord Chaitanya says, sitting in Kailash, what Lord Shiva is doing is, Tebhyo Harer Bhakti Sukha Pradaya. What is he doing? He is giving the bliss in devotional service to great sages like Narada. And in this way, what is happening? Shivaya Sarva Gurave Namaha. Shivaya, that great Lord Shiva, who is auspiciousness personified, he is Sarva Gurave Namaha. He is Guru to everyone. Lord Shiva is not just Guru to great personalities like Narada, etc., etc. Sarva Gurave Namaha. He is even Guru to Bhutas and Pishachas also. You see, it is very easy to teach nice devotees, isn't it? You have very nice devotees in front of you, teach them Bhagavatam. It's so easy. But you get some, those who are very naughty, those who are not so sincere, teach them. That is more difficult. Like you go to some college where they are very intelligent students. Teaching them is very easy. Go to kindergarten and teach them ABCD. Teach them some arithmetic. You'll have a tough time. The moment you turn your face towards the board, you look behind, you find all the children are quarreling with each other, shouting, one is crying, one is beating someone, one is yelling at someone. All these things, crazy things are happening. Just imagine preaching to Bhuta Pretas. Is there anybody who can do that? Of course, we have seen. Prabhupada did it when he went to the West. Whom did he find? Did he find very high-class Yarna people coming from good families? No, he found hippies there. It's not easy to teach them Krishna consciousness. Only Prabhupada could do that. Lord Shiva is like this. He is such a great personality. He is Sarva Gurave Namaha. He is the spiritual master of everyone. All kinds of personalities. And now, Lord Shiva in Kailash, when he is singing the names of the Lord, Sri Rama Govinda Mukunda Shaure, Sri Krishna Narayana Vasudeva, Ityadi Namamrita Panamattaha, Lingari Padji Akila Dukkha Hantre. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Lord Shiva is constantly saying, Sri Rama, Govinda, Mukunda, Shaure, Sri Krishna, Narayana, Vasudeva. This way, go on chanting. Ityadi Namamrita Panamattaha. So, by chanting constantly these names, Ityadi Namamrita. Ityadi Namamrita Panamattaha. He becomes mad by drinking the nectar of these holy names. Like Bringa, like a honeybee. When honeybee drinks honey, it becomes totally intoxicated. So Lord Shiva, it so happened that he was completely intoxicated in chanting the names of the Lord. And in intoxication, he practically became mute because his dress also went away. Whatever copine or some small kanta was wearing, even that also went away. Everybody started laughing at Lord Shiva. Then he became angry. He did not become angry because they laughed at him, because people could not, the demigods, they could not understand that Lord Shiva is completely engrossed in Krishna Prema. One who is completely engrossed in Krishna Prema, his activities are very difficult to understand. And if somebody laughs at him, it is actually an insult to Lord Krishna. So Lord Shiva could not tolerate people or the demigods insult to done to Lord Krishna. So he started, of course there is a big story which goes further. He not into the story. So we are talking about all these things about Lord Shiva just to know what's happening in Kailash. Now Lord Shiva, we know, he's a perfect grahastha, that he doesn't have a house. People think grahastha means one should have a house. But just see, the perfect grahastha in the entire existence is Lord Shiva. They say, how is he a perfect grahastha? Because of his wife. Griha is not because of house. Griha is because of grihini. People think that, oh, I have a house, that is why I have a grahastha. No. One becomes a grahastha because of grihini. And that is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifies here Parvati. See, Parvati, she is so divine, so wonderful, that she is always looking at the face of Lord Shiva. And then she is drinking the nectar which is coming out of his face. And what is the nectar which is coming out of Lord Shiva's face? It is Krishna Prema. And she is totally engrossed in Rasa Pradaya. She's always constantly looking at Lord Shiva's face. And she's so satisfied by hearing Harikatha from Lord Shiva. She's not bothered about, oh, I don't have a house, how where will we stay? Oh, tomorrow we don't have a bank balance, we don't have a car. She's not crying at all. She's just looking at Lord Shiva speaking Krishna Katha. And she's completely engrossed in that. The perfect grahasthas in the entire existence have no house to stay. Just imagine. We think that, oh, we are not happy because we only have 1 BHK, one bedroom kitchen. We should have a 3-bedroom kitchen. Oh, we are not happy just because we are staying in some kind of a lower class suburb. And sometimes people think we are not happy because we don't have enough bank balance. But Lord Shiva and Parvati, they have none of these things, but still they are so perfectly happy. And not only just Parvati, who is always completely engrossed in looking at Lord Shiva's face, Taratyarangeshvara Pradaya Kaivalyanathaya Vashatujaya. Not only that, we have Ganesha. What is Ganesha doing? When Lord Shiva is singing and constantly Parvati is completely engrossed in drinking the nectar of the holy names which is coming out or oozing out of Lord Krishna's mouth, Ganesha is playing Mridanga. Ganesh is very expert in playing Mridanga. Natya Ganapati. One of the forms of Ganapati is Natya Ganapati. Once I went to a Ganesh temple and then I asked the pujari there, oh, we have many forms of Ganapati here. What is this Ganapati? He's dancing. Why is he dancing? He told, oh, he's dancing. He doesn't know. He told, why is he dancing? I'll tell you. Because Lord Shiva is doing kirtan and he's dancing. And he's expert in playing mridangam. That is the service of Ganesha. And now here, on the other side, you have Kartikeya. Kartikeya is playing kartal. Kartikeya plays kartal, Ganesh plays mridang, and Lord Shiva is singing, and Parvati, she is completely engrossed in looking at the beautiful face of Lord Shiva, which is oozing out Krishna Prema. This is called Grahasthashram. And they all have Bhuta Pretas around them. So many Bhuta Pretas. But just see, they are not disturbed at all. And this is how Lord Shiva conducts life. He is so perfect Grahastha, he is known as Ardhanarishwara. He is half. Lord Shiva is half body is Parvati, half body is Shiva. Isn't it? That's how a Grahastha should conduct his life. Perfect example. Shiva Parvati. Whenever somebody gets married, the Brahmins, they give blessings to Parvati. You should live like this. This is how they live in Kailash. And more than that, Lord Krishna along with Satyabhama went to Kailash. Of course, there is a description of Kailash in the further verses. But when I hear about Kailash, I remember this pastime. When once Satyabhama told, oh, Rukmini got a son, Rukmini got a son, I don't have any son, I don't have any children, I don't have any children. Lord Krishna told, what I can do? Whenever we have yoga, then only we'll get children. Satyabhama told, no, we should immediately have a son. Then Lord Krishna told, the only person who can benedict us with a very good son is whenever we have decided we should go to Lord Shiva. So Lord Krishna took Satyabhama to Kailash. Of course, on the way so many things happen. So when he goes to Kailash, there in Kailash, they're just approaching Kailash, outskirts of Kailash, and there the Bhutaganas, two Bhutas, among many Bhutaganas, the two Bhutas, they see Krishna and Satyabhama, both of them coming. The Bhutas talk among themselves. Oh, this person. Oh, he's the person who is worshipped by our Lord. Lord Shiva always talks about Krishna. And now he has come here to Kailash. So we should go and welcome. So these two Bhutas, they decide to welcome Lord Krishna and Satyabhama. Just imagine. Two Bhutas welcome you. What will be your situation? Two ghosts, they want to very lovingly welcome you. This is like saying that if a lion wants to love you, if you have a lion who says I love you, how it will be? It will not be very, very, very palatable. You just imagine these two Bhutas, they are showing great affection to Lord Krishna and then trying to welcome Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna knows that, well, these Bhutas who are there. But Satyabhama, she is being brought up in a very kingly dynasty. And just imagine, the Bhutas are jumping up and down, they're doing some kind of dance, and they're jumping here and there, going behind, going up, and they are just coming very close and very away, and they're showing tears, they're laughing in their ecstasy. And they are welcoming Lord Shiva, Lord Krishna and Satyabhama. Satyabhama was completely amazed. What's happening here? So Lord Shiva was smiling. Satyabhama was irritated. But Lord Shiva told, just wait, these are Bhutaganas. Somehow, they were totally engrossed in welcoming Lord Krishna and Satyabhama. They forgot to inform Lord Shiva that Krishna has come. Because they are like Dwarpas. And Lord Krishna and Satyabhama, they both went almost where Lord Shiva was staying. And there Lord Shiva, along with Parivar, Parvati, Ganesha and Kartikeya, they were engrossed in Kirtan. As soon as Krishna and Satyabhama went there, all of a sudden, Lord Shiva sees. They stand up all, Shiva, Parvati and Ganesha, Kartikeya, all of them stand up. And before Lord Shiva could say something, Lord Krishna starts glorifying Lord Shiva. Because he has come as a beggar in front of Lord Shiva, he wanted something. So he started glorifying, and Lord Shiva is completely feeling a kind of disgust. Oh Lord, what are you doing? You are not supposed to glorify me. All these glories are actually for you. But what to do? He was not able to speak out. Just by seeing Krishna's form along with Satyabhama, Lord Shiva was completely amazed and taken back. And he has tears rolling to his eyes. His throat was choked up. Not only is Parvati, Ganesha and Kartikeya, they were folding their hands and said, please don't glorify me like this. All his glory belongs to you. And Lord Krishna is going on glorifying God. And all of a sudden, if we stop this thing, I just cannot. Oh, my dear God, you are glorifying me, not good on your part. And Lord Krishna says, we came here to beg in benediction. That we wanted. And Satyabhama, he is very much requiring. In this way, Lord Shiva, he says, oh Lord, you are the benedictor of all the benedictors. And you have come here for asking benediction from me. In this way, this is a very interesting thing which happened there in Kailash. Of course, Narada regularly goes to Kailash and worships Lord Shiva there. And in Kailash, even now, if you are able to really go to Kailash Mansarovar, it is said that those yogis who are really very advanced, they could see a projection of Omkara manifesting on Kailash Parvat. There are some people, very advanced people who had gone to Kailash Mansarovar. They saw this Omkara. I met, in my childhood, I met a few of them. They did tapasya in Kailash. And that Kailash, what we see by going there, it is actually only a three-dimensional projection of the original Kailash. It's not the original Kailash. Original Kailash, we cannot go in this body, body which is made of Pancha Mahabhutas. So now all these demigods, along with Brahma, they went to Kailasham Madri Pravaram Priyam Prabhu. And not only this is the greatest of the mountain, it is Priya. It is very dear to Lord Shiva. It is very dear to Lord Shiva. This is how Kailash can be described. In the next few verses, you will find how Kailasha is a place where all the demigods, whenever they want to go, they can go to meet Lord Shiva. Those over you got the Adhikara, they all can go and then constantly they participate in the kirtan of Lord Shiva. Like we know Brahma, when Mother Earth went to Brahma with all their misery, and the demigods went to Brahma, Brahma took them to Shiva, along with Indra, all the demigods went to Krishna. But now here, Brahma took all the demigods to Lord Shiva. When Krishna's appearance, when Brahma first went to Lord Shiva, before he went to Krishna, first he went to Lord Shiva, along with all the demigods, along with all Mother Earth was in the form of a cow. There, Brahma, he told to Lord Shiva that this is the problem which Mother Earth is facing. So he also went to Kailash at that time, along with all the demigods. Brahma told, now there is an immediate requirement for a destruction, and you, Lord Shiva, are the destroyer, because demons had to be destroyed, so why don't you do this job? Then Lord Shiva, he told Brahma, no, I will not do this thing. If anything else of destruction would have been there, I would have personally done it. But now, who is in trouble is Mother Earth. Bhudevi is in trouble. Bhulakshmi is in trouble. Now, I don't have the adhikar to protect Bhudevi, because Bhudevi is wife of Lord Krishna, and to protect a lady, only husband has the right to do that. No other man should come and protect. When the husband is alive, when the husband is there, so he has the right, he has the adhikar to protect. So Lord Shiva is so much careful about his maryada, about his etiquette. He will never transgress the etiquette. He is so perfect in his etiquette that nobody can transgress it. Nobody can show any fault in Lord Shiva. And that is what in the previous chapter, what he says to Daksha, my dear father, what kind of person you are? You have found a fault in a person who doesn't have any fault. One who is faultless, even in him you found a fault. What to do? What kind of person you are? Of course, somebody has some fault. You find it out, that's fine. But you try to find a fault in a person who doesn't have fault. This is the most obnoxious a person can do. So Lord Shiva is totally faultless. And to such a person, if somebody finds fault, he's totally doomed. Like what happened to just see Daksha. Even though he was performing yajna, Bhrigu Rishi was there. Who were not there? Great rishis were there. All the demigods were there. Great Brahmins were there. But none could protect Daksha. None could protect themselves because of offense towards a great personality. That is why we should be very careful about offending offenses. The only way to protect ourselves, fence ourselves from offenses, is to follow the Vaishnava etiquette, which Lord Shiva set an example by saying, Brahma, say to Lord Shiva, oh, protect Bhumi. No. Let us go to Shiva. Let us go to Krishna, because he has the right to protect her. He should only do it. In this way, there are so many things which Lord Shiva has taught us. Whether it is Bhagavat Marga means in Bhagavatam we have prayers of Lord Shiva in the fourth canto itself. You go further, Prachetas, he speaks to Chetas and sings one song called Prayers of Lord Shiva, the song of Lord Shiva. So this is where Lord Shiva teaches Bhagavat Marga, Pancharatrik Marga, and also he teaches the Natya Shastras, he teaches Sangeeta Shastras, he teaches Sanskrit, the Vyakarana, the grammar, is all from Lord Shiva only. And even those people who are the lowest rang of order, that is, those who are very tamasic, he teaches them the Tantra Shastras, tamasic Tantras. And also, he himself comes as an Acharya, one of the Sampradayas, 4 Sampradayas, Brahma, Rudra, Shri Kumar. Rudra Sampradaya has been represented in the age of Kali by Vishwaswami. Vishwaswami incarnated again as Vallabhacharya, and he started this Pushti Marga. So Lord Shiva is actually one of the Acharyas of the Pushti Marga. And somebody offends Lord Shiva, what kind of gati is going to have? What kind of auspicious anybody can have without Shiva? Because his name itself is Lord Shiva. So this is what we can discuss about this particular verse. Brahma, he took all the demigods, Lord Shiva, and all of them went to Kailash. And next 14 verses are nothing but the description of Kailash and how they prayed to prayers will start. All the demigods praying to Lord Shiva. The wonderful prayers there. There, in the next few days we can hear those prayers. Hare Krishna. Any questions?
Hare Krishna ji. Prabhuji Dandvat.
Dandvat.
Ji Komalochan Prabhuji Dandvat Pranam, always Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much for your valuable association. When I am coming in Mira Road, Bhaktivedanta Hospital, every day we hear your class and then we start our work. Thank you very much for your association. Dandvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam, our Guru Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Very, very wonderful class, Prabhuji, and so much information you gave. So, Prabhuji, I have a question like you were saying about Ravana lifting Kailash mountain. So, can you speak a little more about that?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mataji. Ravana lifting Kailash mountain. After that, I could not tell you.
Yeah, so can you speak a little more about that, because I don't know how that happened, when that happened.
Yeah, there's a story that how Ravana he got lot of powers and benedictions from Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, he is Ashutosh, and he gives benedictions to everyone. But when he sees somebody who is not a devotee of Lord Krishna, who is envious of Lord Krishna, he gives benedictions to him also, like he gave benedictions to Ravana also. But when he gives benedictions, in that benediction there is a destruction of those people whom he gives benedictions to. That is why benedictions, if you say it is kripa, when Lord Shiva gives kripa to demons, it is known as sa kapata kripa. Sa kapata kripa means that kripa which is with some cunningness. Lord Shiva himself is not a cunning person, but the kripa which he does on the demons is filled with some cunningness, some kapata. You find that anybody who was benedicted by Lord Shiva, or any demon was benedicted by Lord Shiva, that benediction itself became the cause of destruction. So here, Ravana became so puffed up because of his powers after receiving benedictions from Lord Shiva. He wanted to show his powers. And Kailash is a very powerful, a very big mountain. And Ravana showed, yes, see, I am such a great bhakta of Lord Shiva. Nobody is as great as me in Shiva Bhakti. I can lift Kailash. So, by saying so that I am a great devotee of Lord Shiva, actually was showing pride that I can even lift Kailash. When he lifted also, then what happened? Do you think Ravana can lift Kailash? No. Lord Shiva allowed him to lift. So that his pride becomes more. Actually, when somebody becomes proud, what happens is he is allowed to go higher and higher and higher in the sky. And what happens one day? The more higher it goes, the fall will be greater, the destruction will be more. And that's how sometimes Lord Shiva allows his devotees to do some activities like this. He would allow Ravana to lift Kailash. And not only that, when Ravana came to lift the brow of Lord Shiva in Sita Swayamvar, he almost lifted, but it is said that Lord Shiva immediately understood, Sita belongs to Ram only. Immediately Lord Shiva Shakti entered the bow and Ravana could not lift the bow. So in this way, Ravana was allowed by Lord Shiva to lift Kailash, so that his pride increases and so that his fall will be greater and will be destroyed. Anything else, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you very much for explanation.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Anybody else has any questions?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Hare Krishna. Prabhu, I have a question about Lord Shiva. The 4 categories, let's say, or levels of Lord Shiva. You know, in terms of tattva, they all seem so different, especially Sadashiva from the rest, you know.
No, Sadashiva is transcendental. He is not in touch with the modes of...
That's what I'm saying. The level of Shiva, they are all so different in terms of tattva. Yet, you know, and I was giving that example, Sadashiva versus, you know, the Shiva that enters every Brahmanda. So, because they are so different from each other, I'm wondering why they are all called Shiva.
Yeah, nice question. Actually, the Shiva is the name of Krishna. Shiva means actually auspiciousness. Sripad Madhvacharya explains that all the names of the demigods or any name, it only refers to Krishna in his original form. This is how Madhvacharya says that when you say Shiva, it is actually referring to Sadashiva only, nobody else. And now in the Bhagavatam, one of the prayers, the Lord Shiva whom we are talking about in Kailash, he attained Shivatva by accepting Ganga on his head.
You say that again? He accepted. Say that again.
The name accrued by him.
No, I didn't catch. Somehow I lost some of your words. Can you repeat that last line?
Lord Shiva, whom we are talking about now, that is Lord Shiva who is staying in Kailash, he attained the name of Shiva by receiving Ganga on his head. So that is the time when he became Shiva. So originally who is Shiva? He is Sadashiva only. He is Krishna only. You got the point, Mataji?
I mean, I'm not sure, why he is. I mean, I heard you say.
What was your doubt?
Oh, I'm not. What was this? Was that you speaking just now? I don't know. Anyway, what I understood from you was that, all the demigods, I guess their powers, they come from Krishna originally. And the same is true for Mount Kailash Shiva, But what the connection is between that and you say that he got this name Shiva because Ganga water fell on his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know that the connection is so apparent for me. Yeah.
There's a verse in the Bhagavatam, maybe sometime else I can message you that verse, where Lord Shiva, he attained the name Lord Shiva after receiving Ganga on his head. But who is the person who is eternally Shiva? Is Sadashiva, Vishnu. So in that sense, Indra, any name of the demigod actually originally refers to Lord Vishnu only, nobody else.
And the reason is because whatever powers the demigods are exhibiting, they come from Vishnu originally, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, but still, all these, like Lord Shiva in the form of the 11 Rudras, the personalities all seem so different, yet they're given the same name. I'm wondering why they weren't given different names, I mean, is there any connection why they are given all the same name?
No, 11 Rudras have different names. Bhairava, and
I know, but the connection is still, they're seen as a form of Shiva, right? Lord Shiva.
No, they all have different forms.
They have different forms, yes, but I'm saying we're making this connection between the 11 Rudras and Shiva, and Sadashiva and Mount Kailash Shiva, and and what's the other one?
Shambhu.
Yeah, Shambhu is the one that was one of the rays that came out of Mahavishnu's eye, right? Is that
the two rays comes and then mix. Who is described in Brahma Samhita? Chiram Yatadadi Vikara Visheshvaga, that is Shambhu.
Yeah, when the rays from Mahavishnu's eye, when it enters material nature, right? That's the time.
Yes.
Equals shampoo. So I don't know, Prabhu. Just for example. Okay, let me put the question another way. There are various demigods. There's Lord Brahma, there's Lord Indra, there's Lord Varuna, there's Lord Vayu. These demigods all have different names because they're all controlling different things. But when it comes to Shiva, although he in the 4 levels he has such different roles, yet he is given the same name. And that's why I'm wondering, why the same name for such different, let's say, forms and personalities?
It is like, to give you a small example, Karanodaksha Vishnu is also Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu is also Vishnu, and Kshirodaksha Vishnu is also Vishnu. And sometimes Lord is also addressed as Vishnu. It is only an address. Shiva means auspiciousness. So one who is auspicious.
Okay, so that's really the only connection between these 4.
Yes. Address is because of auspiciousness. If you see the 11 Rudras, their activities and different Tantra Shastras and different Shaiva Agamas, they talk a lot about each Rudra having a different form and doing different activities at different levels. It's a big science. Like we have Vaishnava Shastras, there are Shaiva Agama and Tantra Shastras which talk about these different forms and their activities, their consorts, all these things.
But those 11 Rudras, we refer to them as Lord Shiva, all right? But they don't
much about that, that is why we just refer Shiva. Actually, when you say
that again?
Shiva,
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that?
Specifically referring to the personality on Kailash.
But is there any connection between the Mount Kailash Shiva and the 11 Rudras? Is there any connection?
They are all expansions. Of Lord. Expansion.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Prabhu.
Done. So if any questions are there, okay, otherwise we can stop.
This person we can stop here. Vancham kaltarveshya kripa sindhu evacha patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaskar. Anant Koti Vaishnav ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Kamalochan Prabhu ki jai. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna.